With children on the verge of vaccine eligibility, one local school has threatened to suspend anyone who gets it.
All sorts of evidence and stories that came out.
Now the Department of Education is stepping in. The man the governor picked for state surgeon general turned away from a senator's office.
So they're all standing around in my waiting room not wearing a mask.
Just days before she starts her cancer treatment. And Facebook under fire.
Putting profits over people.
Facing what could be the biggest crisis in the company's history. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Good morning, South Florida. I'm Danelle Dukin.
And I'm Zitlali Solate. Today's Tuesday, October 26, 2021.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne-based studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
Reverse course, a private school in South Florida changing its mind when it comes to sending away newly vaccinated students. An FDA Vaccine Advisory Committee is meeting today to discuss whether children as young as 5 should get COVID-19 vaccines.
Meanwhile, a private school in Miami, which had planned on forcing students to stay home for 30 days if they do not get vaccinated, has reversed the decision. Centner Academy sent a letter to parents banning vaccinated children from returning to school for 30 days. The owners of this school are a woman named Layla Centner and her husband, David Centner.
There were all sorts of evidence and stories that came out that said potentially unvaccinated people are being impacted by being around vaccinated people.
The Department of Education pointed out that the policy could cost the school scholarship money, leading to the reversal.
Florida's governor wants to recruit more law enforcement as he's using cash as an incentive. Governor Ron DeSantis plans to sign legislation during an upcoming special session that will award a $5,000 bonus to any law enforcement official who relocates to Florida. DeSantis says the move is an effort to address the needs of police and sheriff's departments in the state. DeSantis also says the bonus offer isn't about the vaccine mandate.
Florida Surgeon General Dr. Joseph Ladapo is facing backlash after he refused to wear a mask while visiting a Democratic state senator who's being treated for breast cancer. As someone who has a higher risk for contracting COVID, Senator Tina Polsky from Palm Beach County expressed her concerns with Ladapo's disregard. Ladapo says he doesn't do interviews with a mask on and tried to suggest they held the meeting outdoors.
I had the cancer diagnosis and I knew I'd be meeting a lot of people and fulfilling my duties as a state senator. And so I wanted to do what I could to protect myself. So we set up the mask policy and absolutely nobody has ever refused me. This was the very first time.
In a letter, the Republican president of the Florida State Senate called Ladapo's actions unprofessional and says it will not be tolerated. He also added that the prayers of the entire Senate family are with Senator Polsky as she begins her treatment.
A trove of Facebook documents uncovered revealing the growing challenges the company is facing. Here's a look at the latest on the social media platform's mounting problems and uncertain future.
Facebook under fire after documents are leaked and facing what could be the biggest crisis in the social media giant's 7-year history.
The research and studies that reveal Facebook putting profits over people are from Facebook's own files revealed to them long before it was revealed to us.
On Friday, a group of media outlets started reporting on hundreds of internal company documents dubbed the Facebook Papers. Whistleblower Frances Hagen provided paperwork as evidence to support disclosures she made to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Her legal counsel provided Congress with redacted copies.
Facebook never set out to prioritize polarizing divisive content. It just happened to be a side effect of choices they did make.
Yesterday, the former Facebook employee appeared before the UK Parliament to praise lawmakers for taking action to regulate the social media platform.
Facebook acting in a non-transparent, unaccountable way will just lead to more tragedies.
The papers reveal how the company addressed misinformation and moderated hate speech. And they also highlighted Facebook's role in the January 6th insurrection.
It's clear that the January 6th organization, per se, used them as an organizing tool to the extent that we can identify what really happened.
A Facebook spokesperson told CNN Friday that, quote, the responsibility for the violence that occurred on January 6th lies with those who attacked the Capitol and those who encouraged them.
Shares of Facebook stock dropped 5% in trading on Friday alone and have fallen more than 50% from their peak earlier this year. Now some U.S. lawmakers are calling for CEO Mark Zuckerberg to testify on Capitol Hill.
Wicked weathers on both coasts this week and many places in between. Much more now with SFMN's Christopher Gomez.
Rain and wind heading up the East Coast, tornadoes ripping through parts of the Midwest, and record-breaking storms on the West Coast, a triple play of extreme weather. 70 million Americans on the East Coast are bracing for severe weather. The National Weather Service says a powerful autumn nor'easter is headed to the Northeast and New England, bringing high wind and heavy rain today, prompting several flash flood watches in the Northeast, along with a pre-storm state of emergency in New Jersey and in more than 20 counties in New York. In the Midwest, from Illinois to Missouri, people are cleaning up after tornadoes ripped through towns and ripped apart homes.
Heartbreaking. See your life for 20 years gone.
Parts of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas could get tornadoes too, as storms head their way. The West Coast had its own walloping from Mother Nature. Snow in one part of California, and torrential rain. In other areas of the state, even still, it wasn't enough to make a dent in the drought. But it did raise the alarm in an area hit by wildfire recently.
With intense rainfall, all of that's going to break loose and come flying down the canyons.
Which is why people were asked to evacuate.
We pretty much have two seasons, fire season and storm season, and looks like we're into storm season all of a sudden.
For the South Florida Media Network, I'm Christopher Gomez.
The Florida Panthers look to continue their winning ways.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
That can be really life-altering when you're trying to get by.
An actress opens up about her health in a new documentary. Don't go away, Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
See us dream. See us remember. See us protest.
You matter! Your feelings matter! Your identity matters! Everything about who you are matters!
See us fight back. See us rebuild. See us shatter stereotypes. See us inspire. See us united. See us now.
COVID-19 has changed how we show up and show out with our family. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to talking smack with a side of mac and cheese. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts. As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions. Should I get it? Is it safe?
Should I wait?
It's smart to question. Now, get the facts at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you.
An actress that doesn't hold back about her condition and now sharing all about it in a documentary. Actress Selma Blair opens up about struggling with multiple sclerosis in a new documentary.
Selma first revealed her struggle of the autoimmune disease back in 2018. In the new documentary, which is streaming on Discovery Plus, Blair highlights what it's like to live with the disease.
You know, real fogginess that can be really life-altering when you're trying to get by.
The actress is now seeing some progress as she goes through the treatment.
Florida Panthers fans riding high this morning after their 6th straight win to start the season. They faced off against the Arizona Coyotes and dominated for all 3 periods. The Cats outshot the Coyotes 40-20. Frank Vantro and Joe Thornton scored their first goals of the season among 5 in the game. Final score 5-3. The Panthers are 4 wins short of the NHL record for most wins to start off the season.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Zitlali Solache.
And I'm Danelle Dukin. Get more news anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.